Hello and welcome into Bill McNeese Gymnasium here at Shenango High School for today's 2A matchup between the Shenango Wildcats and the Freedom Bulldogs. Hello everyone, I'm Josh Horner and I am on the call tonight. The Wildcats currently 1-3 on the season thus far and 0-1 in conference play, looking to defend their 2A WPIAL title. Their opponent tonight, the Freedom Bulldogs, are 2-3 on the year, 0-1 in conference play. Now we're going to be right back, and as soon as we are back, we will have live action for you here live on NCTV45. Welcome back here as we have the starting lineups for both teams tonight. Going for Freedom, Brianna Castro, Shay Bailey, Morgan Keller. And we'll wait till the Wildcats starters are announced.
Head forward, number 11, the sophomore, Zoe Offey. At guard, number 21, a junior, Amar DeFrank. And at forward, number 22, a senior, Addie Kays.
And there's your starting lineup for the Wildcats. As we mentioned, the Freedom starting lineup. Shea Bailey, Cassidy Harris, Brianna Castro, Mackenzie Moorberger, and Olivia Henderson are the starters on the floor for the Bulldogs here. As both teams coming out, and tip is getting ready here in Bill McNeese Gymnasium here at Shenango High School. Of course, Wildcats lost 6 seniors from last season's WPIL championship campaign. Emily Fedrizzi, Ashley DeCarbo, Julia George, Kylie Rubin, Janie Nattel, and Maddie Iwan Jaco. A new Wildcat squad this season, relatively young team, led by senior point guard number 22, Addie Kays. For the Bulldogs, their leading scorer currently number 11, Shea Bailey. And we have tip-off here in Shenango. And the Bulldogs are off. Bulldogs win the tip. Bailey bringing it up the floor. Shenango in a 3-2 zone early. Bailey passes it in the corner. 3-ball there. No good. Rebound. And that's a good board and follow through there from Brianna Castro, the sophomore. And Kays looking for an open teammate. Couldn't find her. As Freedom will get the ball right back. And they're going to give it back to Bailey. She's going to set up the offense. Again, they go with that zone. Castro in the corner. She gives it right back to Bailey. Finds an open teammate. Castro, the jumper, no good. Rebound. And a good finish and follow through there. And a quick timeout by head coach Ricky LaRocca. Morgan Keller with the board and the bucket. The Bulldogs come out firing early, 4-0 lead. We're going to head to a quick break. We'll be right back. Back here, Freedom still in that 2-1-2 press. They're working the ball. Kays has the ball, brings it up the floor, and she can't hit her teammate. Freedom's going to bring it back the other way. Castro brings it up the floor. She sends it over to Bailey. Underneath, layup no good. Rebound, Freedom. And there's a nice pass there. Can't finish the layup. Shenango with the rebound. That Olivia Henderson couldn't finish that one there. And Shenango's going to bring it up the floor. Kays around midcourt. And that's an 8-second violation. Kays with her 3rd turnover in the early going. 4-0 early Freedom lead here. Only a minute and 17 seconds into play. Freedom's going to bring it up the floor. Bailey again to set up the offense. Bailey sends it all the way out to the corner. She gets it back. And Castro with the errant pass there. That's going to give the Wildcats the ball right back. Shenango. Again, Freedom in that 2-1-2 press. They're going to extend it out in the half court as well. Kays gets rid of the ball quickly. And Shenango has crossed the timeline. And there's another turnover there. Good steal by the Bulldogs. They're coming down the court. And there's a layup there. Couldn't finish. And there's going to be a foul there. That foul is going to be charged to Giada Christopher of Shenango. That's her first of the night for either squad. And Bailey can get the inbound. And she's going to set it up. And that is Olivia Henderson, who was fouled on the drive. That foul, I think, again is on Christopher. That is her 2nd. This time Castro is going to inbound for Freedom. She swings it over. Bailey tries to get inside. can't find her way. Addie Kays, makes a nice diving play. Keep that ball in bounce. And the Wildcats retain possession. Kays over on the wing. There's a 15-footer there. No good. Rebound. Rebound by the Wildcats. Couldn't save it. Freedom's going the other way. Layup there is good. Good finish there by Olivia Henderson. And the Bulldogs have a 6-0 lead. Kays crosses the timeline. She gets it back and can't hold on to it. That's Ella Farrell, the sophomore point guard, who threw an errant pass there. And Freedom is going to try and add on to that 6-0 lead. 5:20 left to play in the first period. Shenango in the zone in the 2-3. Can't hit the corner there, and the Wildcats retain possession. Amara DeFrank with the steal. Kays is going to bring it up the floor. Sends it over to DeFrank. She sends it over. That's a 3-ball by Ella Farrell, and the Wildcats are on the board. Ella Farrell and Shenango is in business. Freedom right back down the other court, and there's a travel there. Looks like Morgan Keller took too many steps. Freedom still in the press. Wildcats looking to break it. Kays with the ball. She sends it over to Giada Christopher. And looks like we got a travel there on Christopher. And subs coming in for the Wildcats. That's Elena Edwards, the sophomore shooting guard. And also checking out for Freedom is Cassidy Harris, senior forward. Freedom. They're going to hit a quarter jumper there, and no good. It's going to stay Freedom basketball. That's Brianna Castro, who couldn't connect. Shenango looking to defend Shea Bailey from deep, and she nails that one. Shea Bailey gets on the board for her first points of the evening with a deep triple. And Shenango looking to break the press. They can't do it. Freedom going the other way. Back in the corner, it's Bailey again. She can't hit that one. Rebound there by Addie Kays. Kays flying up the floor. She gets inside, and she travels. Kays couldn't find anybody on the inside, and she ended up giving it back to the Bulldogs. 4 minutes left to play. We're halfway through the first period as Freedom holds an early 6-point lead. Bailey tries to break the timeline, and she does, and that's a missed 3-ball there. Rebound, Wildcats. Annabelle Comlos missed the 3 there. Shenango bringing it back the other way. Kays looking to break the Bulldogs 2-1-2 zone, and there's a travel on Edwards there. Freedom ball here. Shenango staying in a 3-2 zone right now. Bailey finds the open man in the corner. She sends it back, and there's Bailey cutting wide open. She can't finish the play. Rebound there by the Wildcats, and they're going to take it the other way. Zoe Offey grabbed that board right there. Kays across the timeline. Edwards looking for, and Edwards sends it to Farrell in the corner. Farrell took one too many steps there. Traveled. Checking in for the Wildcats, it's number 12, McKenna Emmerich, the senior forward. And the Bulldogs will come right back. Bailey then bringing the ball up the floor. 5'8" senior. She sends it over to Henderson. Henderson can't get it inside. Shenango grabs the loose ball, and they're going the other way. Kays sends it up the floor. And errant pass there. It's going to stay Wildcat basketball. And looks like the inbound is McKenna Emmerich. Shenango trying to get the post up. They got it. They get it to her in the post. That's Anna DeFrank, who the pass can't find to Kays, excuse me, and Freedom's going to come right back. Shenango staying in the 3-2 zone. 2:40 left to play here in the first period. Freedom holding on to a 9-3 lead. Bailey. She sends it over. Cross-court pass. That's going to find Olivia Henderson. Henderson can't hang on to it. Kays the other way. Kays can't finish the layup. Edwards rebound. She can't finish, but she's fouled. Elena Edwards flew down the court to grab the Addie Kays miss, and she's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Couldn't tell who that foul was on for Freedom. Edwards, her first. No good. Of course, both teams looking for their first win in conference play tonight. Checking back in for Freedom is senior Elena Harris, or Cassidy Harris, excuse me. Edwards, her second. And that one won't drop. Rebound by the Wildcats. Can't go. Edwards, she's battling for it, and she ends up with it. She sends it in the high post. DeFrank trying to drive inside. Can't find Kays. Kays, the free throw jumper is good. Addie Kays gets her first points on the board from the free throw line jumper. Shenango cuts the lead to 4. Harris inside for Freedom. She sends it out. No good there on the layup. And that's going to be a rebound by Offie. And the Wildcats going to take it the other way. Freedom extending that 2-1-2 zone. Edwards on the right wing. She sends it over top. Kays looking inside. Finds DeFrank. She won't get that to go, but she's fouled. So Anna DeFrank going to go to the line and shoot 2 for the Wildcats. Of course, Wildcats head coach by Ricky LaRocca, assisted by Bob Nattel. First for DeFrank is good. Her second is also good. Kays cuts the Freedom lead to 2. Early in the first period, minute 30 left to play. Bailey's going to cross the timeline. Finds its way to the corner. Harris looking back for Bailey. That's intercepted by Edwards. Wildcats going to go the other way. Extending that 2-1-2. Kays sends it over to the left wing. Edwards fighting to get open. She does. DeFrank in the corner. That's going the Bulldogs' way. Good defense there by Cassidy Harris. And Freedom will have a chance to extend their lead with a minute left to play in the first period. Bailey, one-handed pass to the corner. She gets it right back. Another pass to the corner. That's a 3-ball, and that rattles in and out. Shenango going to take it the other way. That's Henderson who missed the triple there. Wildcats looking to crack the 2-1-2. They can't do it. That ball's loose, and that's recovered by the Wildcats. Henderson on the floor fighting for that one. That's going to be a jump ball. Wildcats possession. I think they're going to inbound here on the side. Emmerich is the inbounder. And she finds DeFrank. DeFrank looking for Kays. Kays. Pass for Edwards is too far, Aaron, and that's going to be a foul. Good steal there from Freedom by Brianna Castro. Or Casto, excuse me. The sophomore. And Freedom more than likely hold for the last shot here with 30 seconds left to play. No, of course, no shot clock yet, excuse me, in PA high school basketball. Bailey. She works it in the corner. That will not be the last shot. Castro lets it go. That doesn't go, but the rebound by Henderson. And Freedom's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Looked like that foul was on Zoe, her first. First of 2 is good. And her second is also good. She nails 2 of 2. Freedom staying in the press. 13 seconds left to play. Kays breaks the initially. DeFrank has it in the corner. She finds Kays. 6 seconds left. In the corner, she can't connect with McKenna Emmerich. And Freedom, with 3.7 seconds left on the clock, has possession. Long cross-court pass. She gets the shot off. No good. So we end the first quarter of play with the score. Freedom 11, Shenango 7. We'll be right back with more live action on NCTV45. And welcome back here to Shenango High School. As the Bulldogs take the first possession of the second quarter, Bailey to inbound. She finds her teammate Henderson. Bailey gets it in the post and she finishes. Shea Bailey with her 5th point of the evening. And that's going to bring the Freedom lead back to 6. Kay's trying to break the press. She finds Edwards. Edwards can't get it across the timeline, trying to look for DeFrank. That's going to be a steal. Bailey inside. Good deflection by DeFrank. However, it will stay Wildcat basketball. She was looking for Casto inside. Couldn't connect. And Freedom will retain possession. Bailey cross court over to Keller. And Henderson will have it at the top of the key. Bailey going to let it fly from deep, and she hits it. Shea Bailey with back-to-back buckets, and that triple gives Freedom a 9-point lead. Poked away there by Henderson, however, still in the Wildcats' hands, and this time it doesn't stay in the Wildcat hands. Bailey can't finish, but she's fouled. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2. So Shea Bailey has 5 points here in the early going of the second quarter, back-to-back, and she has a chance to make it 7 here at the free throw line. First. Battles in. Her second. Is no good off the back rim, and they're going to have a over the back there on Henderson. That's her first foul. And looks like we're going to have a little press switch here for Freedom. Looks like they are going man-to-man on Kays as Edwards checks out of the game there for Ella Farrell. And they're going to deny Kays and face guard her. And that's Giada Christopher now bringing the ball up the floor. DeFrank has it at midcourt. Shenango crosses the timeline. Christopher all the way to Farrell in the corner, and it's good! Ella Farrell nails a triple, and Shenango cuts the lead to 7. Casto travels. And Shenango trying to get some momentum here early in the second quarter. 6:37 left to play here. Farrell right back to Christopher. Christopher, Bailey with the steal there. She dives on it. Good hustle play by Bailey. And we're going to have a timeout granted. Coach LaRocca upset at the timeout call there. Bailey had possession when head coach of Freedom called timeout. So, with 6:30 left to play here in the second period of play, we're going to take a quick break as Freedom holds on to a 17-10 lead. And welcome back here to second quarter action as the Wildcats looking to erase an early deficit here. Freedom working it across the three-point line. They're going to get it inside. Triple there. No good. Rebound. Shenango, and what a play there. Stay on her feet. Zoe Offey keeping the Wildcat possession alive. Shenango going to cross the timeline here. Still down 7. Christopher for 3. No good. Rebound Bulldogs. And knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay Bulldog possession. Of course, we've seen a lot of zone defense tonight in this game. And Shea Bailey, she gets it taken from her by Christopher. Christopher and Harris fighting for it. And that's going to be a jump ball. That's going to stay that's going to, trade sides, and Shenango will gain possession. Of course, Kays being face guarded by Olivia Henderson. So Freedom switching up their press. Christopher going to bring it across the floor, and she will do so. She gets it to Kays. Kays cross court to DeFrank. Inside. And couldn't finish. There was Offey, and we're going the other way. Bulldogs. Kays knocks it away, and Shenango gonna look to go the other way. Farrell gets to Kays, and we got to travel. So, still 5:30 left to play here in the second period. Freedom working it around. 3-ball, no good. Rebound Offey. And Shenango going to get it across the court. DeFrank works it inside. She's fouled. Can't finish, but she'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul there. Looks like it was on Cassie Harris. Her second. First for DeFrank is good. So that's going to cut the Freedom lead to just 6. Her second. No good off the back iron. She's going to grab the rebound, though. And Shenango going to hold on to possession. Christopher at the top of the key. She sends it back to DeFrank. Looking inside. There's a 3-ball from Farrell. No good. Fighting for the rebound. There's Offey. And she's going to get fouled. Good rebound there from Zoe Offey. And she helps the Wildcats keep possession. Offie's going to inbound as well. She finds Farrell. 3-ball there by Christopher, no good. Another rebound by Offie. Can't finish. And Freedom's going to go the other way. Castro gets it up. The shade to Bailey. Bailey fouled on the other end. So it looks like that foul is going to go against Ella Farrell. As Bailey going to go to the line and shoot 2. The first, no good off the back iron. Second. Her second is good. So Bailey gets it to go. She nails 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and that's going to be a travel. As Zoe Offie took 1 too many steps there for the Wildcats. And Bailey, an inbound on the other end. She finds Castro in the corner. Pass all the way in the left wing. Freedom working the ball across the timeline. Good steal by Kays. And Christopher bringing the ball down the floor. And she took 1 too many steps. So Freedom going to keep possession here as they currently hold on to a 7-point lead here in the second period of play. Freedom working it around. Good ball movement from Freedom. 3-ball by Morgan Keller was too strong. And rebound Wildcats, we're going the other way. Christopher in the corner. Looking to get out of it. She tries to find a Frank in the post. She can't. Bailey makes as Kay's reached. And Bailey teached. Timeout Shenango as Freedom has extended their lead to 2011. You're watching live on NCTV45. So welcome back here as Shenango. Full time out there, head coach Ricky LaRocca. Of course, we mentioned it earlier. Wildcats are defending WPIL 2A champions. And they're looking to defend their title again this year. Christopher finds the Frank. And she gives it right back. They're going to cross the timeline here. Frank took 1 too many steps. And Freedom will retain possession. Of course, 3:50 left to play here in the second period of play. As Freedom holds on to a 9-point lead. Their leading scorer right now, Shea Bailey. She has 12 of the Freedom 20. And she's going to shoot 1 from deep, and she's fouled. She's going to go to the line and shoot 3 there. Looks like the foul was on McKenna Emmerich. Or excuse me, that's on Addie Kays. Couldn't tell if the ref put up 22 or 12 there. That's Kays' second foul. Emmerich, first is good. Of course, with the rule change in basketball, in all of high school basketball, excuse me, once 5 hits, team go to the double bonus, they're going to shoot 2. And Bailey's second is no good. She gets another. Bailey. That one rattles in. Her 14th point of the evening so far. DeFrank. Coach LaRocca tells his squad to clear out. And DeFrank finds an open shooter. That's Farrell in the corner. Farrell can't hit. She's been money from there tonight. And it's Freedom going the other way. Casto brings it up for Freedom. She finds her teammate Morgan Keller open in the corner, who can't connect from distance. And Addie Case going to bring it across the timeline. Good steal by Bailey there. She knocks it to Olivia Henderson. Henderson knocked away from behind. Good hustle play by Jada Christopher. And Freedom will inbound under the basket. Henderson finds Keller. Keller back to the corner to Henderson. And Kays read her perfectly there. She's going to bring it the other way. Kays' foul going up for the layup there. And nifty move by Addie Kays there. She's going to go to the line and shoot two. Walking foul on Freedom. And Shenango look to cut into the Freedom lead here with 2:55 left to play in the second period. Kays is first. Off the back iron, no good. And Case. No good there. Freedom going the other way. Bailey finds an open teammate inside. Can't finish. Rebound and follow from Brianna Casto is good. And Freedom extends their lead to 13 points. DeFrank, she's going to get it across the timeline. Christopher, back to DeFrank. Shenango working it across. Out of Farrell in the corner. Shenango, good ball movement here by the Wildcats. And a travel is called. Harris is going to check back into the game for Freedom. Coach LaRocca visibly upset over there at the refs. And Freedom will cross the timeline. Harris gonna get fouled there. And Coach LaRocca expressing his displeasure, asking him to call it both ways. Edwards is gonna check in here. They're gonna let her. She's gonna check in for Christopher. Christopher has 3 fouls so far. And Freedom will keep possession here. Henderson has it at the top of the key. She finds Bailey. Bailey with a one-handed pass. What a pass from Shea Bailey to Morgan Keller, who finishes the play there. What a pass from Shea Bailey. She found her teammate inside and capitalized. Wildcats going the other way. Way up there from Offie is no good. And Freedom going to push it the other way. Bailey quick to get up the floor. Finds Casto. And she travels. Checking in for Freedom, Annabella Comlos. And another sub, Mackenzie Moorbacher. So, minute 30 left to play here. Second period of play. Frank crosses the timeline. He's in the post. Looks for a teammate. Has one. Edwards for 3. No good. Rebound Freedom. And Bailey has an open lane to the net. Kay's trying to take the charge. No call there for either side. And Kay's going to bring it the other way. We got a foul there. And Shenango will have possession. with 1:08 left to play in the second quarter. Of course, make sure you stay tuned in for second half action here from Bill McNeese Gymnasium at Shenango High School. Frito hit their 5 fouls. Kays will go to the line and shoot 2. Her first. No good. Her second. No good as well. And Freedom has it in the corner, and we got a carry there by Morgan Keller. Shenango. You get it back. 1:05 left to play. And Farrell gets it in the corner. She finds the Frank in the post. They work back and forth. We get a foul underneath. Looks like that's on Bailey. That's her second. And looks like DeFrank's going to go to the line, shoot 2. Her first, no good. Mara DeFrank, junior center. And her second, no good. Freedom corrals the rebound, and we got a jump ball. That's going to go the Bulldogs' way. Shenango now bringing the pressure. Looks like we got a little 1-2-2 action here from the Wildcats. Bailey having trouble getting it in. She finds an open teammate. And that one escaped Mackenzie Moorbacher. Shenango going to get possession back. With under a minute left to play now. DeFrank has it. She collides with Edwards there. She's going to work it across the time. She's going to work it across 3-point line, excuse me. Edwards has it on the left wing. Back to Kays. Screen there. She looks for Farrell in the corner. Can't connect with her. Freedom. Get the ball back here. McKenna Emmerich checking in for Kays. Wildcats going to back off the pressure. 38 seconds left to play. Bailey brings it up the floor. And looks like Freedom will hold for the last shot. And they're going to just work it across here. There's a jumper. No good. Knocked out of bounds. Going to stay Freedom basketball. Farissa Roberts there on the 2-point jumper was no good. Knocked out of bounds by Shenango. Freedom has it with 13 seconds left to play. There's a jumper there by Moorbacher, no good. And Shenango with 5 left to play. 3 left to play, 2 left to play. Open jumper for Farrell, it's good. And Ella Farrell nails the corner 2-pointer. And we're going to go into halftime with a score. Freedom 26, Shenango 13. You're watching live on NCTV45. And welcome back to second half action here between the Freedom Bulldogs and the Shenango Wildcats. We're going to get you an updated score here as Shenango hit a jumper and the second quarter of play. And third quarter action is upon us now. Leading scorer for Freedom, of course, was Shea Bailey. Electric first half from her. And as the Wildcats looking to mount a comeback here in second half action. So it's going to be Freedom ball here to start second period of play. Excuse me, Shenango ball. As Farrell's going to inbound to Christopher. So starts second half on the floor for Shenango. Kays, DeFrank, Offie, Christopher, and Farrell. Kays has it on the right wing. She works it inside. Spin out. Farrell in the corner, no good. Rebound whacked around. And Offie was out of bounds when she tried to save it. Good hustle play. Shenango now pressing. That's a long pass from Bailey. Couldn't connect with Casto. And Shenango get it right back. Shea Bailey, quarterback, tossed that one and couldn't connect. She's going to come up and press on Case as well. Looks like Freedom now on a 2-1-2 Case. Going to get it across the timeline. She finds DeFrank in the middle of that zone. And DeFrank up and in. Amara DeFrank gets the first 2 points on the board in the second half. Bailey flying the other way. She's denied at the rim by Offie. And Harris grabs the rebound and puts it up and in. And she's fouled as well. She's going to go to the line and try and complete the three-point play. Harris. And she sinks it. Cassidy Harris completes a three-point play in Shenango. Now down 14. Christopher gets it to DeFrank. Kays is going to set up the offense. DeFrank tries to get through the middle of that zone and can't. Bailey with the steal. Bailey works it up the floor to Henderson, and she was out of bounds. She corralled that one. Freedom going to keep the pressure, and they're going to press. Offie has Kays. Kays up the floor. She tries to get it up, and she can't. Good defense there from Harris, and that's going to go the Freedom way. Bailey, another quarterback pass. She connects this time. And Freedom, she finds Harris inside. Can't finish. Wildcats going to set up the offense. Kays works it inside. She finds DeFrank. Good drive from Maddie Kays and good finish from DeFrank. And they got a foul on this end. Looks like that's on Christopher. And that's going to be her fourth. Edwards is going to check in for her. And unfortunate foul committed there by Christopher. She's going to have to come out of the game. So, Freedom has the ball. Harris underneath. She finds Henderson. Henderson drives inside, goes for the floater. Blocked at the rim. Bailey finds it. She can't connect in Case. Corrals the loose ball. He's going to slow it down and set up the Wildcat offense. Case works it to Edwards. Edwards is trapped by Henderson and Bailey. And the loose ball is going to go Freedom's way. And Henderson's going to bring it up the floor. And looks like Edwards is going to be face guarding Bailey. And they're going to limit her touches. And worked on that possession as Henderson travels. Shenango get it to going the other way. Frank will inbound. And Frank going to set up the offense. And she drives by Henderson. She tries to get it inside. Swatted away there by Keller. And we got a foul. Casto currently getting up slowly. She seems to be all right. Addie Case commits her third foul. And Shenango going to switch up their press. They're in a diamond. Bailey breaks it easily. She's going the other way quickly. Bailey with the floater. And that's good. Shea Bailey connects 4-2. That's her 16th point of the evening. And gives Freedom a 15-point lead with a little over 5 left to play in the third period. Shenango. Another turnover there for the Wildcats. And it's going to go the Bulldogs' way. Bailey's going to get to bring it up the floor this time. And she's going to set up the offense. We got a whistle here. Stoppage play. Looks like we ran a second or two off the clock there. And Freedom. They set up the offense. Shea Bailey open from deep. She can't connect. Rebound, Keller. And Morgan Keller with the follow through. And up and in. Addie Case quickly the other way. Jumper by Offie, no good. Fighting for the rebound to Frank. We got a jump ball. That's going to go Freedom's way. They're doing a good job. Both teams doing a good job of hitting the offensive glass tonight. A lot of offensive boards. And unfortunately, they've gone up and in more for Freedom. Unfortunately for the Wildcats, excuse me. Keller tries to nail the floater there. She can't get it to go. And Shenango gonna push it up the other way. Case finds Farrell in the corner. Farrell, and she will let it fly from that corner. She couldn't connect that time. And there's going to be a foul there. Morgan Keller is trying to break that trap, and it looks like Ina DeFrank got her on the wrist. Coach LaRocca not happy with the officiating tonight. He hasn't been afraid to let the officiating crew hear it. Shea Bailey, she's going to have it in the corner. Skip passes there. She's going to take it herself, try and hit the floater. No good. Rebound to Frank. Case takes it the other way for Shenango. Case, he travels there. Had nowhere to go. So she brought it up the floor, and we got a substitution here. Summer Doherty going to check in for Shenango. And for Freedom, Annabelle Comlos. Another 5 on the floor for the Bulldogs. Comlos, Casto, Keller, Henderson, and Bailey. And Bailey's going to bring it across the timeline. We are officially halfway through the third period of play. And Bailey was trying to connect with Keller in the corner there. Keller and Bailey not on the same page. And that's going to result in a Freedom turnover. Freedom keeping the pressure up. Bailey tries to get that pass. Edwards can't corral it. And it's going to go back to the Bulldogs. And we got another substitution there. Cameron Haskey, the freshman, checking in for Freedom. And Christopher, the sophomore, is going to check back in for Shenango. Of course, Christopher playing with 4 fouls. She has to be careful not to get her 5th. Henderson has it at the top of the key. And Freedom will set up their offense. She's going to try and drive inside. Can't get past Farrell, but she's going to have a corner jumper open. Won't get it to go. And DeFrank knocks the rebound out of bounds. It's going to stay Freedom basketball. Of course, Shea Bailey been the catalyst of the Freedom offense with 16 points tonight. She has it in the corner. She drives inside. Floater no good. Rebound to Frank. And she's going to take it the other way. She's going to try and go coast to coast. Sends it in the corner. Farrell, her favorite spot. No good. And that's going to go up and out of bounds. And Offie. Going to check in for Shenango. And Freedom's coach is asking to run another 5 seconds off the clock there. And Freedom breaks the press. Comlos up. And in Annabelle Comlos for 2. 18-point Freedom lead. Kay's going to quickly bring it the other way. And we got a travel, I believe, called on Addie Kay's there. Checking in for Freedom. It's Roberts. Versa Roberts. As the Bulldogs going to try and break the Shenango press, and they will do so. Good steal from Addie Kays. She chased from behind and knocked it away, and she is fouled by Henderson there. Oh, great steal from Addie Kays. Great hustle play. And Shenango going to try cut into the 18-point Freedom lead. Kays going to bring it up the floor as well. Tries to get it. The Offie in the corner can't do so. Freedom the other way. And we got a travel there on Haskey. Wildcats going to take possession. Freedom still in that 2-1-2 press. They're going to work it across. And they're going to work it well. Farrell has it. She tries to get it to Offie, and Offie's fouled by Bailey. It's going to be her third. Team's third of the third period of play. And Harris is going to check back in. For Roberts, excuse me. So Christopher to inbound. She finds Farrell. Farrell lets it fly from the corner, won't get it to go. Henderson had the rebound, and she's going to try and take it all the way. Knocked away by Kays, but it's going to stay Freedom possession. Henderson to inbound. Gets it to Bailey. Back to Henderson in the corner. Henderson lets it fly. That one may have been blocked. Good rebound by Comlos. And she finds Bailey. Bailey tries to get it inside and is fouled. Good rebound there by Comlos. And she's going to get her team an extra possession. And Shea Bailey took advantage of that. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2. That's Shenango's 5th foul of the third period of play. And checking it for the Wildcats, sophomore Naira Thomas. Bailey's first. It's good. So that's going to bring the Freedom lead to 20. And Bailey now with 17. Also going to check in for Freedom. Casto. Bailey second. Good as well. He nails them both. And Freedom going to stay in the 2-1-2 press. Addie Kays trying to break it. She gets it across to DeFrank. DeFrank makes a move. Goes inside. That's knocked away by Harris. And Farrell with the last touch there. Good defensive play by Cassidy Harris. And that's going to stay. That's going to go. Excuse me, possession. Going to go to Freedom. And Bailey's going to just dribble it out here. Update the scoreboard here for you. And looks like we got a carry by Bailey. Going to go retain possession. Case dribbles around the 2-1-2 press. Farrell in the corner, 4-3, bang! Ella Farrell finds her favorite spot on the floor and lets it fly, and it goes down. Shea Bailey comes quickly the other way, gets another 2, and this game is now flying. Addie Case takes it coast to coast, 4-2, and we got good action here in Shenango. Bailey, she goes coast to coast. Anything you can do, I can do better. And that's going to bring the Freedom lead back to 19. Case quickly down the other end. Thomas, the jumper no good. Harris and Farrell fighting for the rebound. And that's going to stay Shenango basketball. We got subs checking in for both squads. Good minute of action there from both squads. Teams trade points. Good drives by Case and Bailey. And DeFrank comes down the lane. She gets it to in. Excuse me, she finishes. And is going to go to the line to shoot an extra. So, Amara DeFrank going to try complete the 3-point play. A foul committed by Harris, her third. And that's good from DeFrank. So, Wildcats cut it to a 16-point lead. Ball's on the floor. It's loose. Jump ball. It's going to go Freedom's way. And Bailey hasn't gotten much rest tonight, but she's going to check back in quickly. Going to check in for Harris. And Freedom in the 4-cross, trying to break the Shenango pressure. Bailey in the corner. And that's going to go Shenango way. Great defensive play from Giada Christopher. And she's going to give her Wildcats the ball right back. And check it back in for Freedom is Morgan Keller. And they're going to face guard Kays on the inbound. She gets it to DeFrank. DeFrank's going to dribble. Going to dribble it around. Christopher has a lane, has the jumper. No good. And that's going to be a good effort on the offensive glass by Summer Doherty. And over the back foul on Freedom. Christopher's going to inbound. DeFrank has it in the high post. He's going to get it knocked away, but recovered by Farrell. DeFrank to Farrell. Works it in. They play pitch. They play catch. Farrell lets it fly for 3. No good. Christopher rebounds. She can't get it to go, and no foul called underneath there. That's going to go Freedom's way. Freedom. Looks like that hit the. No, that's going to be. It's going to go off of Shenango, and Freedom has it with 33 seconds left to play. Of course, they hold a 41-25 lead. Castro to inbound. She finds Keller. Castro gets it back and can't get that one to go. I think they're going to take it the other way. They're going to hold for the last shot here. Gaze dribbles it, finds DeFrank. Farrell has it in the corner. She's been money from there tonight. Can't get that one to go. Good rebound by Christopher. 8 left. 6 left. Kays has it. She has Farrell in the corner. Farrell can't get it to go. Rebounds not corralled by Shenango. With enough time, however, Shenango cuts down the Farrell lead to, cuts down the Freedom lead to 41-25 with a good finishing period there, or good last 3 minutes of the period by Shenango. We're going to head to a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching live on NCTV45. And welcome back. So, with 1 period left to play, the Wildcats looking to race a 16-point freedom lead, excuse me. And we'll see if they can do so. Of course, our leading scorer tonight, Shea Bailey, has 22 on the evening for Freedom. She's had a great game so far, getting it done from behind the arc, inside the arc, and at the free throw line. And she jumps a pass there, and she's going to be fouled. And she's going to shoot two. Foul goes to Kays there. That's going to be her fourth. And that's not going to be a shooting foul. That's going to be on the floor. Addie Kays now has 4 for Shenango. So Kays and Christopher in foul trouble for the Wildcats. Bailey has it inside. She gets it to Harris. Stolen by Farrell. Good steal by Ella Farrell there. And the Wildcats going to get the ball right back. Dribble handoff there. And Cassie Harris knocks that one away. Good defensive play by Harris. We've said that a lot tonight. She's been great on the defensive end for Freedom. And it's going to be Christopher with the ball. She finds Farrell. And that's going to be a travel on Farrell. Farrell and DeFrank in double digits for the Wildcats. And Shea Bailey, the lone Bulldog, in double digits, and add to her assist total right there as she finds Keller wide open, and she goes up and in for 2. Christopher has a lane underneath, can't get the floater to go, and that's going to be a rebound by Olivia Henderson. That's going to be a double dribble call on her, excuse me. And Wildcats going to get possession back. And we'll give you a look at Bill McNeese Gymnasium. And timeout called by Freedom. So we're a minute into play here in the last period of play. Freedom holds on to a 43-25 lead. We'll be right back with more fourth quarter action. And welcome back. Shenango has possession. Kays to inbound. She's going to get it on the dribble handoff. She's going to be fouled there by Casto. And Wildcats going to inbound underneath. Farrell to inbound. DeFrank tries to get the post up. Farrell sprints to the corner. She lets the 3-ball fly. No good. Rebound to Frank. Christopher has it at the top of the key. Christopher has Farrell in the corner. Farrell, this one for 2, no good. She gets her own miss. And she's going to travel. She left her feet there, trying to find Offie on the inside. And Edwards going to check in for Shenango. Shenango going to the press. Shea Bailey lets a deep ball fly, and she connects with Henderson. But she travels. What a pass from Shea Bailey. The long ball was connected, but Henderson couldn't finish. DeFrank finds Offie inside, and she finds Kays. Shenango going to cross the timeline. Looking in the corner, Bailey jumped that pass, and Kays jumps one on the other end. The two teams trade steals. Addie Kays gets it up and in, and she's going to go to the line and try and make it a three-point play. Good steal from Addie Kays. And she makes the Bulldogs pay. 6:25 left to play here in the final period of play. Of course, Kays playing with 4 fouls. She can't get the free throw to go. And that's going to be rebound corralled there by Keller. Keller, she's going the other end. Tries to find Bailey. Kays corrals the steal. No timeout called by either team. Bailey kicks out to Henderson for 3. Henderson nails the 3. So Olivia Henderson makes the Wildcats pay for their turnover. DeFrank takes it the other way, and she nails the floater. Amara DeFrank. The two teams now trade buckets, and we got a foul call there on the Wildcats. And that's Christopher's fifth, excuse me. She's fouled out of the game for the Wildcats. With under 6 left to play here in the final period of play. We got a substitution for both sides. And Shenango quickly brings the pressure now. Bailey gets the outlet pass. She spins. Or excuse me, that was Henderson who caught the outlet pass. She spun underneath, couldn't get it to go. And she comes up a little shaken up there after the failed layup attempt there. Roberts is going to check in for her. A great move by Keller, excuse me. Who shot that layup. And it's going to be Shenango possession. Farrell plays catch with DeFrank, and she's going to cross the timeline. DeFrank finds Offie inside. Good drive from DeFrank. Good pass. Good finish from Offie. Shenango cuts the Freedom lead to 15. Farrell goes for the steal. Doesn't come up with it and fouls Henderson in the process. Henderson comes up limping after that. That's Farrell's third, team third of the period. And that outlet pass was stolen by Edwards, and going to be Freedom basketball after Edwards steps out of bounds. So it's going to be Henderson to inbound for Freedom. She looks in the corner, has Bailey. Bailey pump fakes, finds Harris inside. Harris is blocked by DeFrank, and DeFrank corrals the rebound, but she steps out of bounds. Good block from DeFrank, great play, just couldn't stay in bounds. Bailey, inbound. He gets it out to Henderson. Henderson goes up and is denied. Good block there from Edwards. And it's going to stay. Freedom possession. Subs for the Bulldogs. Castro checking in for Harris. And Bailey's going to look to inbound again. She can't find anybody. DeFrank, deflection. Henderson, jump ball, stays Freedom possession. .5:20 left to play now. And the fourth period. Bailey in the corner. Finds Casto inside. They play catch. And Bailey's going to let it fly from deep. That one won't go. Rebound Freedom. Bailey going to go with the floater this time. That one won't go. Rebound Wildcats. Farrell finds Kays in the corner. And Shenango's going to take it the other way. Looks like that's quickly stolen. Bailey up and in for 2. Good steal by Freedom. And they're going to add on to their lead. DeFrank's going to cross the timeline. There's Offie inside, and they found her this time. Zoe Offie up and in, 4-2. Bailey quickly going the other way. She with the floater inside again, she connects. Shea Bailey has been money tonight. Her 26th point of the evening. DeFrank breaks the press, can't get it inside to an open teammate, and foul committed there. Wondering who this foul is going to be on here. That's going to be on Addie Kays, and that's her 5th. Shenango loses their point guard for the rest of the game. And she's got a sub coming in for her. Checking into the game for Shenango, Kenna Emmerich. Her and Kays are the only 2 seniors on this Wildcat squad. And Freedom going to retain possession. Bailey looked inside, couldn't connect. And Wildcat basketball. Looks like we got no pressure from Freedom there. Farrell across the timeline. Edwards top key. DeFrank couldn't corral that one. She tries to save it, but that's going to be stolen. And that ball's on the floor again. And we got a jump ball there. That's going to go the Wildcats' way this time. And subs coming in for Shenango. Thomas and Doherty checking back in. Oh, we are past the halfway mark in the final period of play. Wildcats looking to erase a 17-point lead. Freedom looking to hold on and get their first win in conference play. DeFrank has it. And that's going to be stolen, knocked away there by Moorbacher, and 2 hit the floor. It's going to stay Freedom possession. .338 left to play. Bailey finds Henderson on the inbounds pass. Henderson hits the floor, and that's going to be out of bounds on her. DeFrank inbound to Farrell. No pressure from Freedom. Assuming we won't see any more presses from the Bulldogs tonight. Farrell tries to find an open teammate in the corner. Can't. Bailey. Another easy up and in for 2 for her. That's going to be her 28th point of the evening. And she has played awesome all night, and going to get the ball back for her squad as Farrell on the travel. Checking in for Freedom. Cameron Haskey. So Freedom has a 19-point lead with 3 minutes left to play. Of course, these 2 teams looking for their first conference win. Looks like Freedom might get it. And there's going to be a good drive from Bailey. She has the 30-piece now. Shea Bailey with an open lane. And don't look back. DeFrank spins. Won't get the jumper to go. Rebound Bailey. She's going to go up and in for 2 again. Shea Bailey make it 32 points on the evening. And she just keeps adding to her total for the night. Freedom goes to that 2-1-2. Shenango just working it across. And off he had it in the mid-post. She worked it out to DeFrank. DeFrank, that's for 3. That's good. Amara DeFrank off the front end, or off the front end of the rim and in. It's going to be her 14th point in the evening. And that's going to be a travel on Moorbacher. Now with less than 2 minutes to play. Of course, this is a different Wildcat team than we saw last year. 6 seniors graduated. And a new young squad, new faces for Shenango. That's going to be a steal by Bailey. She's going to try and go up and in. She can't. Rebound. No good, but fouled. Casto going to the line to shoot 2. for first. It's good. Nothing but net there for her. She now has 5 points on the evening so far. Her second. Also nothing but net. Oh, extending the Freedom lead to 22 points. And Shenango's going to work it across the timeline. Bailey knocks it out of midair. Henderson the other way, no good. Bailey rebound. And that's going to be knocked out of bounds by her. On Shenango way. And now a minute 30 left to play here in the final period of play. Looks like Freedom's going to hang on. Take this one. They're going to get their first win in conference play. These two teams will meet again at Freedom. They'll play twice for in-conference opponents. Good pass from DeFrank. And she's going to get it knocked back to her. Works it inside. Offie. Free throw jumper, no good. And that's going to get stolen again by the Wildcats. Emmerich. DeFrank tries to get past Bailey. She does. And the floater, good. That's going to be the 16th point of the evening for Amara DeFrank. And Freedom's just going to work this one around. We're going to have a substitution timeout here, I think. We're going to have a full timeout here, excuse me. So we're going to head to a quick break. And don't go anywhere. We'll have the final minute of action right here on NCTV45. And welcome back. So, Freedom currently up 20. Less than a minute left to play. They're going to take this one. They're going to improve to 3-3 on the year. Shenango going to fall down to 1-4 on the year. We got a steal here by the Wildcats. And DeFrank's going to take it inside and get it to go for two. Freedom just looking to close this one out. And pass goes into the high post. And knocked out of bounds. Shenango going to get back possession here. Just 25 seconds left to play now. That clock is running. 18-point Freedom lead. DeFrank. She finds Thomas. She's going to go for two, no good. She's going to get her own miss. Works it back to the high post to Offie. DeFrank looking for Emmerich. The two hit the floor. And that's going to go Freedom's way. And more than likely, they're going to dribble this one out with just 7 seconds left. So, all done here in Shenango. And we're going to have one more last second shot by Freedom. That's going to be the final. 58-40. Freedom takes this one. They're going to get their first win in conference play. Shenango drops to 0-2 in conference play and 1-4 on the season. So, as for Josh Horner, thank you for tuning in to NCTV45. Just a friendly reminder, we are available anytime on your time. Just a train that runs on your schedule. That's NCTV45. Make sure to check out all our various great programming and all our live sporting events. So, that's going to do it here from Bill McNeese Gymnasium at Shenango High School. Again, final score, Freedom 58, Shenango 40.